All right, moving on to Child's Play 3. Don't fuck with the Chuck. This is where Chucky just kind of becomes a little more comedic, but honestly, rewatching this one isn't as comedic as I remembered it, I guess. But a lot of people hate this movie. Like, a lot of people. And I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of shit, like I usually do. When it comes to this franchise, there's a lot of whiny fucking people who are like, oh my god, you like 3? And you actually enjoyed something in Seed of Chucky? Like, just fuck off. Seriously, fuck off. Okay, hit dislike, hit close. Like, why are you even looking on this? So I can agree with you? This movie's terrible. There's nothing good about it. Okay, guys, good night. That's the review. Okay, I'm very ornery right now. All right. Anyways, I love that this movie starts in the toy factory, where the second one leaves off. You know me, continuity horror. So I like that they're not just completely disregarding the last film, because, and I actually, you know what's funny about this one is in the second one, when I was talking about how ridiculous it was to bring him back by, you know, taking his skull and remaking him and all that. You know, of course, this is silly. All this is very silly. It's a fucking living doll, for God's sakes. But I actually liked this explanation of how he came back much better. I'm not exactly sure why he is only in the first doll off the assembly line, but it is what it is. I mean, that's fine. What are you going to have? 100 Chuckies? Oh, wait. Didn't they do that in one of the later ones? But yeah, yeah, it would make sense that it would be in all the other damn dolls, but it isn't, and that's fine. But as I said, I like that. I don't know why the hell almost like a claw machine from like one of those toy fucking things where you get the dolls, like comes over and grabs them and pulls them up and over the thing as it's turning. That's silly. I'm not like, that's ridiculous. Why do they have to have a little crane thing move them? Like, no one could pick that thing up? Like, that's ridiculous. So, anyway. So, and then he gets to scream here. No! Like, he was done. He was dead. He was out. He was finished. He didn't want to do this anymore. He has already tried 2 different times. He's tired of living in this damn body. I like that it starts with a no. It actually makes it kind of intriguing to me. Like, wouldn't he want another chance to get into another human body, you know, come back again? Like, that's been his ultimate goal here. But I don't know. Was he good being dead? Did he not want to come back? Or is it just he's yelling no, like, fuck, I'm back in the damn doll again, 3rd time in a row? Like, I can't get rid of this thing. I'm going to go more along those lines for sure. But I have to wonder if it's more of a no, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm over it. But, you know, he does then go straight to Andy, and he goes straight to trying to get back into somebody else's body. So I'll take it as like, fuck, I'm in another doll again. It has to be the same damn doll. Like, they couldn't have started a new line. I have to be a freaking good guy doll again. I also like that the boss from part 2 is in this. The main head, the main dude who you know, was in the second one. He's here. He's running the company still, and he decides that it's time to bring the fucking good guy doll back after 8 years since the bad publicity and the company tanking because, you know, Andy's story got them tons and tons of bad press, which that would work. And I don't know, him wanting to push this forward, he's trying to like forget the past. I think his pride's getting the best of him. Like, everyone at the table is like, I don't think this is a good idea. And he's like, we're going to do it because I'm in charge. And then he gets himself killed, which, I mean, I like that because it's like Chucky is coming after his creator. Like, you brought me back, you know, like 2 times now. You've got to go. So I like that he takes out the guy who made him. I thought that was a neat idea. And we find out that that Andy's mom is still in a mental ward, I'm guessing, or something. She's under professional care. So, yeah, the first movie, it just fucked her in the head. But I don't feel like that goes to her character. Like, she's so strong. She is so dedicated to her son. I mean, I get it. She didn't want to come back for the movie, so they had to write her out in a way, and they didn't want to kill her character off. So, mental illness from the events that took place in the first film. But I don't know. Like, as I said, I get it why they did it, but I just feel like it's almost insulting to her character, you know? Like, I thought Mrs. Barclay was pretty badass in the first movie, and she was resilient, and overall, and more than anything, she could have pulled her shit together to protect Andy. Like, Andy gets attacked again in the second movie, and that didn't bring her out, and like, okay, I don't give a shit, like, I'm staying here. Now, of course, it could be like court appointed, like, she can't get out, like a freaking Sarah Connor in Terminator 2 thing, where they're just like, she keeps being like, dude, I'm fine, like, let me out of here, and they're like, you're not fine. But I don't know, for me, I don't like it for her character, but obviously that actress wouldn't come back, and I wouldn't want to see them recast her, because I don't like that either. So it's a shitty situation. I don't think anything would have been suffice it, you know? I think I would have just been like, that's kind of lame, you know? It's just kind of a screwed scenario there for sure, but I just wanted to talk about it for a second. The Good Guys doll commercial, seeing it on the TV, like, he's like, are you kidding me? They're bringing this damn doll back again. I cannot escape this. And then, little freaking Tyler looks at the TV. Wow, it's just like a repeat, history repeating itself. And he tells Tyler his secret because this is his new body. So I guess, maybe that's why it didn't work in the second one. He didn't reveal who he was to Andy. That's interesting. I just thought about that right now. Like, he got a new body. Although it was the same skull, so maybe not. I don't know. I'm overthinking things. I say that every time, but maybe that's it. Maybe that's why he couldn't transfer. But yeah, he tells Tyler here. So he makes this, what I would consider now probably some racist comment, and people would be like all over their shit for that, because we live in a super sensitive time where everyone's just fucking whining about everything. But he says like something like, can you believe it? I'm gonna be a bro. Like, it's silly. It's a funny line and whatever. But I honestly think in today's fucking like whiny atmosphere, people are like, oh, you can't say that. I don't know. I was watching that like rolling my eyes. Oh Jesus, people would be online right now like, oh my God, did you believe he said that? Maybe I'm wrong, but I doubt it. People are fucking crying about everything nowadays. Anyway, this is my rifle, this is my gun, this is for shooting, this is for fun line. That one stuck with me more than I think anything else in this film for some reason. I think of that anytime anybody says gun or anything. I don't know. That one just really stuck with me always. That poor trash guy, he gets killed for no reason. Like, these films just start to pile up the body counts, like the second and the third film. Like, he's just killing people randomly. Like, take, for instance, the first film. It would be like him killing the old couple in the elevator. The one that's like ugly doll, and he's like, fuck you. Like, in a sequel, he would have killed them just to up the body count. But in that movie, he more focuses on the people that are in his way after, while he's pursuing Andy. And as I said, in the sequels to follow, the body count has to be up. So like, he could have just got out. Like, there's no reason for him to kill the trash guy. Like, he could have just got up out of there after the guy did that. But I mean, I get it. He's a psychopathic killer. He gets off on killing people. But there's a few deaths in this that is just there purely to up the body count. Which, this is a fucking slasher movie. For all intents and purposes, you can call it a killer doll movie. But it's basically a slasher film with a doll as the villain. And we're there to see the kill. So it's fine. It's just, it's funny how the sequels, they just throw random kills in. They don't even serve the story anymore at all. They don't even care about that. It's just like, kill him. So poor dude. He slices Andy's Achilles tendon under the bed, and it's not even like, I don't know, maybe it didn't slice through because you don't see any blood on the blade, but when you get your Achilles sliced, you're fucked. Like, you can't walk anymore. Like, you'll walk with a limp for life. Like, once that's cut, you're screwed. And he cuts it, and Andy doesn't even react really. He just falls over. So, like, what did he do? Cut his sock? That was a really weird scene. Because, yeah, when you cut somebody there, whoo, baby, you are screwed. You just want Shelton to die. They just threw him in there. He's the obligatory cunt in this movie. I haven't used that phrase in a long time. Dylan. I don't know if you watch my videos anymore. If you don't, you're the obligatory cunt now. I love the hide and go seek. There's a lot of funny lines in this movie, and that's a lot of the reason I enjoy this movie. I like the setting of the military school and all that. And I like the new kid who portrays Andy, and I like some of the villains in this, like not only Chucky but Shelton, and I like his De Silva, his little love interest, and it's fine. It's a fine. I don't know why this is like everyone's least favorite movie in the franchise besides Seed. It's like between this one and Seed, everyone always is hating on this movie, and I'm rewatching it. I'm like, it's fine. It's good. It's funny. It's got funny lines. I like this hide and seek line where he reads the note and he's like, ah, shit, and then he turns around and Tyler's sitting there and he's like, find me, Chucky, and he's just like, fuck. Like, he's just so annoyed with this kid. And Chucky looks pissed off almost the entire film. I don't know who did the creature or the practicals for him in this, but he looks much angrier in this movie than he has in the other one. Especially like that computer scene where he's looking at the computer and his face is reflecting. That's one of the scariest Chucky's ever looked right there. He is just over it. I think that's it. Just the screaming of the no is just like putting us in the mindset of like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm getting in a body. This time it's happening. And I am not taking no for an answer. I like when Andy gets everyone in trouble and they have to do like the circle run, little march with their guns over their heads. Their rifles, sorry, this is my gun down here. But he runs off from the pact and no one says anything. I mean, yeah, he runs into the dickhead, but I don't think they knew that. So I am 100% positive he would have gotten ousted by those guys. They would have been like, oh, hell no. You're the reason we're out here. You ain't going nowhere, Andy. Get the hell back in line. And there's my fucking cocaine nose again. I get fucking accused of doing cocaine every time I sniff my nose. Sorry, I have a nervous habit. Fucking jerk-offs. I'm very angry tonight, I guess. I'm like calling everyone out. I don't give a shit. Where the hell am I? Oh, see, I'm lost because I did too much cocaine. De Silva is like so into Andy that she goes and breaks into this, the main dude of the camp. I don't know what the hell he is. Colonel. That's right, Colonel. His name is Colonel Cochran. If you ever watched my Halloween 3 review, you'll know that Colonel Cochran in that movie, I used to think when I was a kid growing up, he was Colonel Cochran. And so when I heard this here and it's Colonel Cochran, I was like, oh shit, there's another Colonel Cochran. Except for this guy's actually a colonel. But she breaks into his office to look at Andy's file, just because she's got a crush on him, which would be considered like creepy as fuck and stalkery unless you're into them, because that's the only difference, people. That's the only difference. Fucking nose again. I can't stop doing that. I try. I actually watch my videos, and every time I hear it, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, somebody else is going to accuse me of doing cocaine. This is stupid. I fucking do it, okay? I try, so I'm just gonna cover my nose, and then my videos will sound like this. And I'm just sitting here defending myself, and that'll be yet more proof to their fucking stupid ass claims. Yeah. Oh, another great line that I love in this one is when he, scares Colonel Cochran, and he has the knife out, and he's like coming, and then Colonel Cochran goes back, he has a heart attack, and he's grabbing at his chest, and Chucky's just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, I think that line is hilarious. Like, he wants to kill him. Like, that's what he gets off on, and he's killing, he's like, oh, come on, man. Like, are you fucking kidding me? That's such a good line. I don't know why people hate this movie so much. Then we got the barber who's just obsessed with cutting people's hair, dude. This guy is crazy obsessed with hair to the point where he finds a fucking kid's doll and decides to give it a buzz cut. He's like, that haircut ain't regulation, son. He puts him in the chair like, haven't you cut enough hair today? You have to do every single person's fucking hair on the lot. I'm a hairdresser. I wouldn't want to do any more hair. This dude needs, this dude was born to do hair. He is all about it. He wants to give him a cut. And then, of course, you know, Chucky flips the line. Another line I love, and another line might be one of my most quoted lines in Child's Play, the Child's Play franchise. Presto, you dead. And then he looks in there and he's like, it's definitely you. But at the presto, you're dead line, I love that line. So, yet again, he loads all of the guns with real bullets instead of paint pellets. Only the red sides, I guess. Blue sides screwed. You just don't like the blue side, man. They don't get to defend themselves. But really, no one on the red team checked their bullets. Not one single person, just to look at it, just to see like what the paint bullet would look like or anything. There's no curiosity to it at all. Because I could understand if they handed them the guns and then they like marched them out there like in like a few seconds. They were like, all right, here's the game plan, let's go after them. And then they ran out and they started firing at each other. That I would believe. But these guys march all the way out, they set up camp, and then they're all sleeping in their tents. No fucking way, not one of them didn't check their weapon. No way. It's so ridiculous. But I do love it. I mean, I think it's really, really twisted to give a bunch of kids loaded weapons. I don't think that would fly now. Yet another thing. I do not think that would fly with the current climate right now, with how things are, with lots of kids shooting up schools and whatnot. I don't think you could give a bunch of kids loaded weapons to shoot at each other in a school. That wouldn't fly in a film today. So I think if this film was in the can and then a school shooting happened like that, I don't think they'd release it. Or I think they'd have to like go back Gangster Squad style and reshoot that whole and like restructure it and rewrite it and refilm it or whatever. I don't think it would fly. It's funny watching movies like this and being like, everyone would bitch about that now. Everyone would cry about this. Everyone would be on the internet like, oh my God. Especially like I watch movies where they have like female characters that are like lead roles or stuff. Geez, I was just talking about Lethal Weapon, like in the last review. Or like in Lethal Weapon 3, he gets his girlfriend, she's kicking ass. Nowadays, that would be considered like a liberal agenda and the SJWs are out to ruin this and that. Fuck off, this shit's been going on for fucking years. God, you guys have nothing better to do. This is what happens when I work out right before I do a review. That is what happens. I got all amped up and I'm sitting here. I should just delete this, but I'm not going to because I'm finding it funny. I'm going to watch this and I'm going to laugh and I'm going to be the only one watching at this point. Besides like Rebecca and Ray maybe, and we'll see. Anyways, Winehurst, poor Winehurst, man. That kid, he got the shittiest fucking end of the stick in this one, man. He is picked on the entire movie, and then he has a heroic moment to save all the assholes. And they don't even like, I mean, yes, that girl comes over and kind of like comforts his dead body, but everyone's a dick to him through the whole film, and then he sacrifices his life for all of them. Like, God, this is what a shitty life that kid had. Yeah. I like that this ends in an amusement park because it kind of reminds Andy of what he missed out on. Like, he sees all these kids having fun, and he's just looking at it like, I should have had this. Like, Andy's been fucked since he was 6 years old. I can barely remember back to 6. Like, there's a few key things. Like that story I made up about the mask, right? I get accused of so much random shit on here. God damn. This is the part of having a YouTube channel, man. Everyone's just like, nuh-uh, you suck. You're a liar. You're a cokehead. All right, where the fuck am I? I like when his face gets cut off, like half of his face gets cut off. And then like you see like the tendons and everything. You can see like the inside of his mouth as he's talking. I think that's fantastic. The animatronics and all that. I think that looks really good. I do think Chucky's a downgrade from part 2 in this. Like I don't know who took over. Maybe it's the same people, but I don't know. He's just a little off. It's not as impressive. It's still good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as impressive as the second one or even the first one. So I think this is what kind of where it tipped off a little bit. I don't think the effects on Chucky are as good in this film. So I don't know what the budget was. I don't know what the excuse for that is. Or maybe people will disagree with me and be like, whatever, man, this is the best one. And then, yeah, they attack each other and they're up in the thing. And then, you know, he throws him the fucking knife and he cuts his hand off. And he just throws, I don't know how he couldn't just, like, they always make Chucky seem like his little Chucky body weighs like 200 pounds. And Andy's just pinned and he can't move. And he's like trying to pull Tyler up with his arm. It's like, bye-bye, Chucky. Like, I know Andy's kind of a little scrawny 16-year-old kid, but I would just be like, come here, Chucky, fucking get out of here. I wouldn't need to cut his damn hand off. He could hold on with 6 hands, and I'd still rip his little ass off of me and throw him in that fan. But yeah, like, if you pay really close attention when he hits the fan, like his body starts mulching and throwing up, and then his pieces up in the air start exploding in the air. It's so fucking stupid looking. I was just like, I get it. It's for like dramatic effect of like, whoa, he's defeated. It's crazy, but it's... Why is it exploding? Come on now. But yeah, I dig the characters. Is it great? No. But I enjoy it. I think Chucky's really funny. As I said, I kind of already said all the different likes and the settings and all that. So yeah, I dig it. So I'm really looking forward to the next 2 because I haven't seen those in fucking forever. And Curse of Chucky as well because I've only ever seen that one time. So that's really exciting. So anyway, guys, I'd apologize for my attitude tonight, but I'm not sorry. I don't apologize for shit. All right. Night, guys.